Hey, CrazyRonn here, and Prison Architect, full release, something like that. Update 7C, according to that thing in the bottom corner. I was originally going to do a video with this a long time ago, back in its alpha days. I may have, I don't know. I don't actually. I don't think I do have a video on it. No, I don't know if I do. Anyway, so I decided to play it just a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of a slow season, so it's just one of those games that I never got around to looking on the channel. So, playing on the channel. So yeah, let's see. And nope, no prison architect. Did I spell that correctly? I could just type in prison. I got paint the town red. I got Wolfenstein. Yeah, so I don't actually have this present in the channel. Okay, well I could have sworn I did, but that's the plan. I was gonna play just a little bit. So let's create a new prison. Male or female prisoner gender, just do male. And I'm aware of these new wardens. Like I am aware of some of the new things that's come about. Like I've been dabbling in the game here and there, but for the most part, I still like to take it fairly easy. I'm not by no means super great at it, and I tend to make a weird build order. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the normal warden because some of these other wardens you'd think there'd be a detriment to their use. Like they got a lot of positives with them, and you'd think they'd balance out the negative. But most of these guys just have positives all the way, so they're helpful in one way or another. So I'll just choose a balanced warden. I'll choose a large plot, just so it's a little cheaper to expand. I'm pretty convinced you start with the same amount of money no matter what plot size you start out with. No forests. Trees are a pain in the ass to cut down. Takes workmen extra time. I don't care for buildings, because they don't usually shape up the way I want. I definitely am alright with failing. Gangs are a pain in the ass. Events can also be potentially pain in the ass. You know what? I am going to add a little bit of challenge, though. I will add weather and temperature. That will definitely they'll definitely actually, you know what? No, because last time I tried that, it there was some annoying issues with the way the heating was distributed. I don't know if they fixed it yet, but it's fairly recent. Okay, so now if you'll notice, I have an HD texture pack. I only added two things: extra grants and an HD texture pack. So it's just a simple Lua script. So let's try to find the center of the large area. It should be 80 tiles, right? I don't remember. I don't know if this will show well in the video. I mean, H.264 encoding is going to go absolutely apeshit nuts. But I believe it's 160 tiles wide, which means halfway point is about 80 right there. That always tickles me, though. I don't know why. I don't know why they never center it, like, at all. Yeah, but look at these HD icons. Like, it's a lot more. Oh, dormitories have no icon. Oh, this must have be an old icon pack. So some things might not even have an icon on them, huh? That's minorly concerning. Oh yeah, see, like that one doesn't have one. The guard tower. So it must have been a fairly recent update. Maybe the worst part is they will have no texture at all. That's concerning. If such a thing occurs, I'll just disable it. I mean, simple as that. So we want a big area for deliveries, because they tend to pile up. We want a average area for garbage, because that typically doesn't pile up at the beginning. And so we have room for crap. We can just do like a random storage thing over here, because as you'll see the way I have my build queues, usually a large amount of crap piles up, and they don't really have much of a place to put it in. So let's do that. Let's spend money on concrete stuff. Oh yeah, also, low OCD. Let's round it out to 10 people. And let's see. So we do materials. Let's see. So there's 5 there. I don't want a perimeter wall. I want a fence. The fence is a little bit thin in this texture pack, for lack of a better term. Kind of hard to notice it. And sometimes it's always important to remember what order you build stuff, especially if you... Yo, yeah, I actually like that. I like that they actually put gravel under the fence, because the fence is normally just raw dirt under it whenever you build it. So there's that. So there's that entire front area right here. So now my plan is trying to think how I want to do this. Okay, so get planning. I kind of want the offices to be on this side first off. So offices are here. I know everyone's probably tired of cell blocks and symmetry, but it works. It really does. So let's have that. A reception room is not it's not a requirement, but it tends to be better for checking prisoners before they enter the building. I mean, yeah, it's a little more expensive that way too, but there's just some things you can't really avoid. Are they not gonna pave that? What the hell are you guys doing? I guess they're not gonna pave it. So there's money in the hole. What do I want to do next? So I'm gonna do a lot of things that probably won't be too agreeable. Like my cells, the cells will be obviously indoor structures, but I'm going to have the connections between them be outdoor to save money on foundations. I don't think it has a quality. There's an issue with quality, and funnily enough, I'm fairly convinced the inmates don't really care. Like literally, they don't care. Short of it gonna cost me a little extra for I prefer concrete walls. It's gonna cost me extra for maintenance. That's what it is. Because it's going to be groundskeepers that maintains the outside, not actual janitors. There you go. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. Okay, so we're gonna have that hooked up. There will be like an interior hall here. I mean, we're not gonna do an entire exterior portable thing. We will put the utilities out here. Let's see, like, so there's gonna be a wall right there, so that'll be a wall. Yep, put it like that, and put it like that. Some sort of symmetry, you know. It's also noteworthy to keep the power station separate from the actual water pump, because some people like to pair them together and you like some sort of utility room, but usually if a water main breaks, it causes a leak and it shorts the generator. There we go. So now we add another room. Those are some interesting concrete walls. I don't know. If I get sick of the HD textures, I'll definitely remove them. But for now, they're okay. We'll put that out. Whoops. Wait, did I delete? I don't know what's going on anymore. I didn't mean to have this be part of the oh shit, I forgot to turn off auto light. Stop what you're doing, stop what you're doing, stop what you're doing. I hate auto lights. Okay, that was not supposed to be all one enclosed space, but that's okay, I guess. Let's have, that kind of threw me for a loop. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be. Okay, so get a door. I usually have this little area still be part outside. Like, I've built this kind of layout a couple times, and that's what I usually end up going with. So here's the first set of offices. Then we need... I like how I just completely just click through all this. Alright, so as all these things are being figured out, we are going to make a central type of utilities thing. So there'll be that. There'll be that. And there'll be that. Whoops, so let's try this again. There you go. Then remove all this. CEO's letter. Close that. And before I forget, I should really close that. Last thing I want is random people to show up. Okay, so I want the warden's office to be the first thing in. I like how they have a Windows logo on that HD pack. It makes me wonder, if you have a different operating system, would they use a different operating system, or would they just flat out actually, I don't like how that's facing. There you go. Would they use a different operating system, or would it, you know, just be a default Windows? Like if someone was playing this on Linux, would they be insulted? I don't know. People are very sensitive nowadays. So we have the office here. I usually hold off from hiring the warden because it's kind of expensive, but I don't think it makes much of a difference really. Like I'm sitting here convinced that my hourly can be saved in a way. But oh, I'm liking that table texture. Then we want let's see. The search function is awesome. Oh look, they even updated the texture for the desk to be more modern. It always bothered me that the desk is shaped like that, but it's too wide, so you can never really, you know, place things or place a chair in a way that... Then again, The Sims is also pretty bad about that. Like, you'd think there'd be a more, less painful way to actually place something so it's reasonable. Where's a bench? Oh, is this what they're really choosing for a bench? I like the normal plank benches better, really. I mean, this makes sense for the cafeteria type shit, but with this being, if it's not obvious already, this being the holding cell, it seems a little bit odd. Oh well. So we'll put a wall down here. And a wall down here. Then we want access. Because this entire thing back here is going to be behind a door. Like, this whole entire thing is going to be closed off. We'll have a holding cell. We'll have reception. As much as I'm one that typically loves to decorate, like, you know, put on what you call it? Flooring and stuff like that. That costs a lot of money. Like, an absurd amount. Oh, they wanted blue filing cabinets instead of green ones. Seems like an odd choice. I mean, the color was fine already. Oh, I put that desk backwards. That explains a lot. I honestly didn't locate the keyboard or where that's facing. There we go. So that is the wrong key. That is the office of the warden. So I apologize to folks who are expecting a little something more energetic out of me. It's been a long day, and at the same time, this is just a simple game. It's relaxing in a way. You don't need it to be complicated, you know? The major downside I have with stacking utilities, as nice as it is, if you want to just undo one thing, it just breaks everything. I won't give these guys a window. That actually costs money as well. So let's see. I do want security. Security is going to be a big thing. See, my overall plan usually when it comes to let's see, when it comes to building prisons, sorry, I'm like my brain starts to die half the time. I usually go for min security first, which admittedly does suck because you don't get a lot of money out of it. But I usually do that so that the min security guys can start working for the prison. Usually minimum security guys are less likely to cause a problem. So my reasoning with that is by employing minsec guys, first off, like at the beginning of the prison, when it's slowly starting to get set up, because I obviously still have to make school classes and stuff like that. But as time goes on, they'll be the ones that actually maintain the building, while everyone else, it slowly trickles over. So like I start off with minsec first, get them set up accordingly, and then as time goes on, it will slowly, the type of people that need to do maintenance on the premises slowly displace to actual inmates. So this place becomes a little more self-sufficient as time goes on. So I want, let's see, another office here. This is where the future police chief, I can't talk. Oh god, this is what I get for recording after I get home from work. Police chief is going to be in there. Let's give him. See, I'm used to looking for colors because of how oddly, you know what? Let's put that over there. Based on how oddly shaped and kind of small this is, even though I'm using an HD texture pack, they're still kind of hard to see. So I usually use the general color of an object to easily pick it out. I'm used to the filing cabinets being green, obviously, so. Alright, before I start spending too much money, let's crack open some of these grants. Communication. Add at least 10 phone booth. Is that a plural issue, or is that just how it's coded? Power up and basic detention center. So I need one more capacitor, which is okay. Let's add 3. Then okay, so now we have to decide what we're gonna do next. So I know. While they're doing that, I'm gonna do one thing that's kind of expensive, but it's definitely something that is warranted. I'm going to fence off the entire property. Mostly because there's been many a time where I accidentally leave some loopholes open and people get out. And this is admittedly not that expensive. Compared to all things, it's just very, very tedious and takes a long time for the crew to build it out. Let's see. Yeah, so that one requires me to, yeah, 5. None of them are exhausted. So this one, inmate health and well-being. Oh no, not wrong one. Staff well-being initiative. That one's kind of funny because especially if you have a low staff amount, and you start like right now, and I hire just 5 guards, it's like no one's exhausted. But that's not what this is about. Excuse me, burped. So he is figuring shit out. So I'm going to expand these out in congruity to make the wings. For this one, now we can actually bother to figure out where things, where I'm going to put stuff. So let's see. How do I want to do this? I also don't remember if I had Fog of War on or not. Because sometimes I feel like Fog of War is one of those things where it doesn't really matter if I have it on or off, mostly because I'm not paying attention to a corner of the prison anyway. So having it on and then not even noticing, you know, a breakout or someone beating up their equipment or their bed or whatever, it's like it generally doesn't glaze on me very well. So Okay, so what we can do is we can kind of wall off this small subsections I'm planning on having. So we're going to have something like right here. I like working in these types of quadrants because it allows a little more flexibility. Oh, I don't know. I might just have this expand all the way out, like offices-wise, and just build something to adapt off this corner here. Because I'm pretty sure like the depth of this could be meaningful, I guess, or useful. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna have pathways. I'm gonna build a min-sec area first. I don't know how I want to go about it though. I mean, everyone has their own set ways to go about things. Kind of like my City Skyline series, where I always end up putting things in city blocks, but it's mostly because that actually works. Everyone's gonna take their time building all the crap around the area, so we'll do something like this. Minsec, I usually only put like one fence on it. Mostly because it's not a big deal to have them, it's not as a big deal, you know? Let's try something like this. I mean, not saying they won't tunnel, but they're least likely to tunnel, therefore I don't need to put as many freaking walls to block them from tunneling. New pathway there. I don't know, I kind of want to keep it 3 from the wall. Please don't mind my crazy OCD-ness. Like, I don't really have OCD. I'm just one of the people that has, like, what I like to call a controlled OCD, where if I can control what it looks like, or if I actually have a physical control over it, I'll probably modify it. Like, for example, if there's, like, you know, a stack of things on a grocery shelf at a Walmart or some sort of other store, and it's, like, a little incongruous, I guess. Like, I'm the type of person that would definitely move stuff around. But if it's something like, oh, the store's closed and it's behind a glass pane, you know, like I'm on the street or something, I'm not going to let it bother me, or I'm not going to try and break in. I know there's different levels of severity, but that's just my 10 cents. So I'm going to give some pretty spacious cells for min-sec, only because I'm usually okay with bunching these guys up. Like, I usually double them up inside their cells, make dorms out of them. Usually if that becomes a problem, I just slowly move them out. I mean, 3x3 also affords enough room for them to have all of their little goodies, like showers and stuff like that. So that's generally something I usually go for. We can have sets of what? That's going to hug up against the generator, which I don't want. How close are... Nah, they're mostly the way around. I don't want it to get up against this generator too badly. We'll do something like that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, sweet. So this is a cell of 10, or this is a set of 10, which is good. Now, how wide is this quadrant? 19 by 25. So that means if I add a space of 3, made that 21, make this 21. There you go. So this square area will be the center. Basically where the canteen, the common area is. So if it's 19 by 25, that will mean if I do something like this, this should be 19 by 25. Which obviously is not going to fit. That's a shame. Actually, wait a minute. No. 25 is like... It's 2 off to the side here, so... 19... 25. Boom, look at that. So it will fit. Oh, and this also includes the fence line. I'm an idiot. Wow, this actually turned out fairly well. I didn't think it was going to, but actually wait. This looks odd right here, the way this is shaped. Am I going to have to hug this back a bit? Let's try this. Let's move this over 1. It's getting nighttime here. So now this section is a 9 by 5. There you go. So I can have like a 2 wide path here. Let's see. 9 by 5. 9 by 5. Oops. Now, before anyone asks, the reason why there's like a 3 wide tile is because I'm planning on like, at a certain point, I'll probably beauty up the place, all things considered. I mean, this is mostly outdoor shit. I mean, these cells can actually afford to be smashed up against each other. You know, like something like this. But this is mostly mostly, God, I am stumbling my words like crap. This is mostly minsec guys right now, so I don't want them too dense together. I mean, look at this. I could do something like this and have all the cells backed up. The more I say it, the more I'm starting to like the idea. I mean, look at this. We could probably even do like quad stacks here. Because this is pretty much what it is. It turns an area that can hold 20 sets of cells into 10. It halves it, mostly because it gives it a better path on the inside. Whether or not that's a good thing or a great thing, I'm not entirely sure. Because like this is the planning thing right now. Basically, we're gonna have this center. We're gonna have this kind of entire area self-sustaining. Like I want them to have their own canteen and their own stuff like that. So see, it's supposed to be like this. Minsec, they're generally low-level guys anyway, so I guess it's not as a big deal to kit them out like this. See, like, we have something like this corner, which we could probably save for solitary or something, but there's a general reason why I have my layouts the way I do. I'm definitely going to make use of the new door control stuff. I mean, it's just nice how that exists. So I wonder how they are about their fence work today. Or how far they've gotten with their fence work. Okay, so let's just wall that. Okay, so now the plan is starting to fall together. I do want solitary as well. I just don't know how I'm going to go about it. Actually, I could probably put a twofer over here. There will be times where it's going to get bad, so I might as well have things in place for when shit goes south. So there's that. This is going to hold 20 inmates. Sadly, it's going to stop this thing cold, though. Like, I was planning this thing here to kind of push out all the way to the back here. But obviously, that's not going to happen anymore. I also was going to section off visitation to be somewhere else as well. Or actually, I was going to have every single every single variant of prisoner have their own visitor area, so I can manage security accordingly based on the severity of their crimes. So like, instead of having one local visitation area, I can have like one visitation hooked off here for these guys, and then another one, because I usually have minsec on one side, max sec on one side, and then normal security on this side. Then I have like supermax somewhere in the middle. Basically, so long as that they're in the middle of the facility of the property, they take longer to dig out because they're farther away from the property line edges. And I also like the stick snipers there, so they go Chris Kyle on their asses. So actually, I'm not going to. Well, I could do it for now. Kind of sucks you can't really clone plans. So right now this is 2520. So this one would be 19. Yep, that'd be right. So this is future planning right now. Oh yeah, I was supposed to put solitary. Actually, since this is gonna hug up to this wall here, I'll probably put stuff like solitary, classrooms, and all that stuff on these sections over here. So everything will be fine. Right now, let's see. There will be 10 phone booths. That is going to happen. Oh. Nope. Damn it. Some people don't full-heartedly agree with, like, extra grants and stuff, but I think they're alright given the way the game is. I mean, you kind of want to plan everything, but at the same time, you don't really have option to, just because of limitations. Oh, he's actually done. The, damn, that's time wasted. I didn't notice that, Mr. Warden Face here is done with what he was doing. Let's get finance going.